Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to the 14 Days of Love Conversations. This is our part two of the previous video. Sasa, tulianza tu vizuri on love languages. My friends, we went na tukazama ndani tukatupata tukaongelea culture. That is where we are now. So there's this statement I had from Shem, yeah? Could you please say what you just said about culture?
Okay, as I said that in culture, a man has to be a man and a woman has to be a woman. Nobody should mess in another's being and another's gender.
Billy, you are clapping. In weakness?
No.
In?
I'm supporting.
So what are you supporting?
You need to understand this. You need to understand that marriage is not an institution. And marriage is not about competition. That if I do this, you must do that. No. So, a woman should stick to the roles of a woman in the house, in our home, and a man should stick to the roles of a man in a home.
Could you please define for us what is the role of a woman in a home? Or rather just state.
Okay. First of all, even before it defines, a woman should know what she is supposed to do.
What is a woman supposed to do? That's the question.
That's the part of a woman. As a man, I should not come and start telling a woman that, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done this? Now that's not an ideal woman.
No, you guys look like you understand what a woman should supposed to do. That's what we want to understand.
Now let the women speak.
From your understanding, from what you know, what is a woman supposed to do?
As a man, I can only speak what a man should do.
Billy, what is a woman supposed to do, Billy? You are avoiding the question, but now you know. Because you cannot tell us a woman should do what a woman should do, and a man should do what a man should do. What is it that a woman should do? Because you look like you understand.
In our days.
Or rather, just tell us in your understanding, what is it that a woman should do?
When we were raised up, our grandfather could take boys aside, our grandmother could take ladies aside. What they discuss in these two groups, the other group should not be aware of. So I cannot tell the roles of a lady. I only know the roles of a man because that is what I've been trained.
What of us who never had chances to sit with their grandmothers and tell us what women should do?
I believe every lady is attached to their mothers so that they can learn some few things from them. And every boy is attached to their fathers so that they can learn some few things from them. So, even if in our homes we find that maybe girls are attached to their fathers the most, you'll find that at some point their mothers are really concerned to helping them know some duties and some work for the ladies. So, still it remains that only the ladies can tell their roles in the home, and the men, we know our roles at home.
Okay, so let me help all of us here. I am married, and so I think I in some way understand what the roles of both of us need to do. Okay, and I'm not talking about chores. I said roles. Please note that there's a difference. So the role of a woman is to nurture. Okay? Is to take care of the home. Okay? As far as I'm concerned. I don't know what that other third one is. If someone else can tell me. The role of the man is to provide, protect. And again, another one that I have forgotten. But those are basic, on the bare minimum, a man should provide and protect. A woman should nurture the home and and keep the home. Okay? So, now you guys, clearly we have not said, I have not mentioned any chores inside these rules. I have not mentioned any chores. Chores comes to the point of washing dishes. Those are house chores. House chores. Wash dishes, cook, wash utensils, clean the house, blah, 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 change the bulb, fix the plumbing system. Should we do what? Those are house chores. And in our previous video, you said, Shem, you said that if a man is washing dishes, the woman will lose respect for that man. Do you still agree?
I do agree. Even if she doesn't lose respect, she will eventually lose the respect.
Why am I losing respect for my husband for washing dishes in my house, in his house?
First of all, she will not respect him as a man. You know, as women, you have that, okay, I don't want to talk about women, but I will do. As you women, you have that inbuilt nature of being taken care of. You see? Somebody being over your head. Now, when a woman comes over your head, there's no relationship there.
What is over your head? What do
Like-
you mean by a man, someone being over your head?
For something to work, somebody has to be submissive. Somebody has to give out rules. Somebody has to be the head of the family. But when you find that you are on an equal scale, then you have no relationship there.
I think now we are losing. I think
I
we are
can add
deviating.
something there.
But just wait. I did not ask about, again, we are going back we are going back to roles. It's my duty to submit to a man, okay?
Yeah.
It's your duty to love your wife, okay? Yeah. But then submission comes as a result of love. Again, let's not get to that point. I'm just asking, why would a woman lose respect for her man because she washed dishes in the house? That's the question. It's not about submission. How is washing dishes and submission put together?
Okay, I will use a Kiswahili term. Itakuwa ni mazoeano. Like today,
Oh,
you see,
okay.
yeah. So if a woman, like say the woman was not serious, she just wanted to test you that I'm not feeling like washing dishes, and you go and as a man run and wash the dishes. You see, the woman will not and keep silent. She waits, and after 1 week, okay babes, you go and wash for me the dishes. Atakuwa na kuzoea, and as a man itafika a point where your man will erupt, and you say like, hey, that's enough, and you'll start quarreling.
So the disrespect for you ni mazoeano. Like we
mazoeano
get
itafika.
familiar
Yeah.
with the fact that you're helping us with the house chores.
Yeah, itafika mahali sasa ni mazoea, or I just do what she wants.
Brian, wewe unaona ukisaidia your future wife kuosha vyombo atakuzoea vibaya?
Mi sidhani. According to wenye amesema, mi na disagree. Kwa nini? Okay, as a man, nangojea tu oshwe vyombo, ufanywe 1, 2, 3 hizo vitu zote. But mi niko na swali moja, nataka kuuliza ndugu yangu. One day, okay, tuseme example, your wife is pregnant, sindio? Will you still expect her to do the house chores? Yes or no?
That's a special case.
Aya.
Now,
Another question. If one day, God forbid, she passes away, utafanya nini?
where a man starts suffering.
Why are you suffering?
You see, the work of a woman is to keep the man. You see, now when the woman, even when you relate to the Bible, God saw that Adam was lonely. You see, that is enough proof.
That you will be suffering.
Yeah, not even suffering. The man even didn't realize. Only God saw that the man was lonely and needed a helper. You see, now when the woman is not there, now that's when a man starts suffering. He needs help. He can't operate on his own. You find that socks are there, jumbos are there, the house is in a mess, and you see now, that's why we need you.
And I have a question again. When ukiwa mdogo, alafu si ulikuwa tu peke yako kwa nyumba, si ndio? Sasa si mzazi alikuwa anakuambia ufanye hizo roles zote. Why you complaining?
Now, when a parent asks you to do something, you do it out of respect. and there's no day your father will ask you to wash utensils when your sister is sitting. She first tells the sister. But when the sister is absent, is when, even I can give an example in our family. When we are me and my dad never tells me to wash utensils. He is the one who does while I'm seated. You see?
Your dad washes utensils while you're seated?
Yeah, he has to embrace that man in me. I can't wash the utensils. That's in a special case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what I mean by that is that he's trying to show me that when I'm alone, you have to do this. You see? No one is coming to help you.
Victor, I see you nodding your head.
Still another question before you go to Victor. Still another question. So, kuna swali huko nijibu sikuifeel fiti. Same example, bibi yako amechelewa, kuna ile job yenyewe atachelewa, si ndio? Alafu wewe unatoka mapema. Sasa uta expect akupikie na amechoka. Una expect akupikia kufanyia kila kitu.
Okay.
Pika atazoea na atakukosea heshima.
First of all, in any normal circumstances, a woman I should not come wa kwanza kwa nyumba, unaona? Like, that's why you find, by the way, many men are outside. You see, a man can come from work, but because hataki kutangulia kwa nyumba, apitie kwa pool, apitie kwa maybe ku watch game, you see? There is that manly nature in us. Like, mbona nitangulie kwa nyumba?
Okay, so kama, for example, your wife is a lawyer and she has a court case that maybe could go to late in the night. Mpaka afike kwa nyumba wa kwanza ndio utaingia? Hata kama ni 5 minutes later than her?
Yeah, you'll have to leave that way.
Okay, can you just give us a valid reason why you should not get to the house before your wife?
First of all, she has to earn respect from me.
What are you earning respect? Why am I earning respect?
You see, there's some little things that you do as a man that your wife loses respect for you. So even I will have to wait for her, come, wash whatever she washes, cook, and then I will eat and then we sleep.
Ngoja. Niko na swali bado. Niko na swali. Okay, tuseme example okay. Tuangalie wazazi, si ndio? Naangalia wazazi. Tuseme example your mom amepata clients wengi alafu mzee amekuja kwa nyumba mapema. Ata complain kwa hiyo reason mbona mama amechelewa.
Okay, me bado nitastick kwa hiyo point. Like, you just have to protect your value as a man. Kama wife ako around, unaona ukifanya one day, the next day atachelewa, anaendelea kuchelewa the whole week, akijua my man atanifanyia, unaona?
Azlin, I see you burning with fury. What is it?
Hey, Shem, you're amazing. Me, first of all, there's no way I can get from work at 10 p.m. and then you expect me to do, maybe that day I was supposed to do the laundry, I do the dishes and then I cook, my friend. And I'm so tired. The weary me that I am, and you're just there. Ulitoka job at 4, ukaenda kwa pool, just that. Usifike kwa nyumba mbele yangu. My friend, we just stay hungry. Let the dishes do themselves. Let the laundry do themselves. Me, I cannot live with that kind of a person. Let me tell you, you washing utensils just because I'm not there, it doesn't mean that I'm going to disrespect you. Actually, I'm going to feel that this man is so supporting. Like, at least he understands I'm so tired and I need help here and here. So you going and washing utensils or rather cooking, it doesn't mean I'm disrespecting you. No. Okay, what do you term as respect? First of all, what do you term as respect?
Exactly, that's the question.
What is respect to you?
And I think I want to hear Victor tell us, what is respect? Speak for all the men. On this podium and all the men that you know, what is respect? What are you telling us?
Because we have culture, we have modern life, we have the background
Everybody has a different definition of respect. Na yule mtu ukimtolea socks, heshima. Na yule mtu ukiingia kwa nyumba wa kwanza unapiga magoti.
On basic level.
Hiyo ni heshima. So, like they say, respect is earned. And respect is earned through, or you have to work for it. How you carry yourself, how you treat other people. Because mimi ule mse wa treat me the way you want me to treat you. That's how respect is earned. You don't expect me nikuje nyumbani kupige makofi and then expect mwanamke kuheshimu. Respect is not forced. It is earned naturally as time goes by. It's something that you build. So si kitu yenye ina happen too out of the blues. You know, our African culture, some culture, not all cultures, some culture and growing up ukiangalia what other men are doing, imefika mahali, to some extent, our African culture will devalue women in the society. Unapata inaonekana kama mwanamke ni chombo cha kujifurahisha, kutumika. Umepoteza value sana. But we need to know we live in a modern world. It doesn't mean that we should forget our culture. There are things you have to take, but there are things, not all things you have to take. Kuna zingine ukigrow up, tumia tu akili yako. My mom usually says, tumia akili ya kuzaliwa. Ya shule ni mzuri, but ya kuzaliwa ndio bora zaidi. So if I hear hapa hivi the mambo imechemka, when people talk about kuchelewa kwa nyumba, kusaidiana kwa chores. Mi kwanza, first of all, naishi peke yangu. I cook for myself. I wash my own clothes. Even I don't remember the last time nilipigia mama kufua. Hata sijawahi nipigia. Akuja nifanyie. I do everything for myself. Because nasikia vizuri nikijifanyia. Si ati sina uwezo wa kuita mtu kunifulia. But mimi mwenyewe niko sawa. If I'm to say ndio, unajua kitu moja we need to understand. Sisi wote tumekuja Nairobi, kila mtu, or anywhere in the world, kutafuta, to build each one of us. Nilikupata ukifanya kazi, nilipata ukifanya kazi. So I don't expect you coming into the picture to change everything. There are things which have to change, but not all things. Because number one, you have to remember, yes, marriage, umeingia pale, lazima ujue ni kutafuta. You bring your end, I bring my end. If my wife works up to 10 or 11 in the midnight, she's not out there, she's working, bringing money at home. I, as the man, I'm also working on my own side. It's not upon me to dictate, kupigia boss wake, ni aje bro, hiyo kazi bwana, naona mke wangu umemkalisha sana, unaweza muachilia. Hapo unga imepotea. And as time goes by, watu wao watakuja on board. How will they survive? How will your wife survive? This woman has taken the years, masters, she has gone to masters, PhD and all other things to earn everything. So how can you come into the life and change, totally ruin her whole world? This is something she built. And na hii yote yanafanya not for our own benefit, but for the benefit of the whole family. So it's very important, people, and for us men, to understand. To understand ya kwamba tuko katika hali ya kutafuta. And marriage, it's all about supporting one another. That's what the Bible talks about. And God saw Adam was lonely, and he decided to make for him a helper, not a worker. Those are two different things. We have helper and worker, which means Adam was doing all other things. But God aliona manzi hizi vitu ni mob kwake. Wacha nimpatie msaidizi amsaidie. Like we need to ask ourselves, what is the work of a helper? Nikwambia wewe hebu kuja nisaidie kubeba hii mzigo. What do I mean? Exactly. Meaning God knew this man itafika mahali atakuwa weak. Itafika mahali vitu zitamlemea. But he needs a little bit of boost. Someone to support him. But now imefika to a place where now we change from being a helper to being a worker.
Preach.
That's where now we tumepoteza all the context of everything. So we need to understand. Is your woman, your wife, your girlfriend, is she a helper or is she a worker? Me to go, me I don't expect I'm dating a woman akuje kwangu anifulie sahi. She's not my wife. I don't expect akuje kwangu akuje anioshe vyombo. What for? She's not my wife. She's not accountable to me. Until the day we sign the contract. It doesn't mean now nimeleta maid kwa nyumba. Hapana. We have to help one another. The reason why some marriages fail is because of that. Everything has been left to the woman. The woman inafika like ukiangalia in our African culture. Wazazi wetu wamama wamelemewa na kila kitu. Wazee wako tuko nje wanapiga story kutoka asubuhi mpaka jioni. Women are in the house crying. Some of them are dying young. Migongo zinaumia. Talking about their women, African culture. That's totally nonsense. I think we need to be able, like I don't say we forget about our culture. There are things we don't have to follow too much for us to raise a better generation.
Wow. I think don't you think he deserves a clap? And I think that is a nice way for us to just end this cultural conversation. And I think we can always have something to always talk about, but you can bring all your comments, all your suggestions, whatever thing that you think is supposed to be done, culture, blah, 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 all this and that. But I think the takeout that we've had from Victor is, it's a general and universal thing for all of us. So long as we're living in a modern world, unless we want to go back to the way culture was being done and embrace everything 100. And again, I think even his last statement said, women used to suffer backaches, blah, 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 just because there was a certain backward mentality that a man should not do whatever that a woman would be doing. So I think it's general for us all to just understand that, yes, there is culture. Culture is very good. But then there are things about our culture that we should not always carry along with us. Because what they do is that they damage the people that we love. All in the name of, I am a man. Or all in the name of, I am a woman, I can't do blah, blah, blah. It's a man's job. So for example, this whole conversation that people have, my money is my money and his money is ours. I think it all comes from what we have been taught, or rather what we have learned to understand that a man should provide everything. But literally right now in this world, men are complaining. Pesa yangu ni yangu, pesa yake ni yake. Pesa yangu ni yetu, pesa yake ni yake. Why would you get to a point of complaining about that if truly we want to stick to the lanes of culture? Why would you want to do that? Because initially, men provided everything and men never asked women for support. Or rather, they would not say, please help me provide for this. They provided everything. And I think that's why women are coming with that conversation, because they feel like we are helping you, we are supporting you, but you guys are hurting us. You see, you are not generous enough to say, and I think it's, as in hata zile vitu tunawaambia mtu saidie, they're just stupid things. Surely, wash dishes. Sijui cook dinner even for once, hata kama ni once in a month. Is that something that you would really want to sacrifice for your relationship? To be honest, I feel like that's not where we want to go. And again, I feel like Victor said, respect is earned. And you will not make me, you will not make me earn respect for you because you feel like by being, or rather sticking to your ego, you will get that respect. If anything, I think utapata, you will not get respect, you will not even be submitted to. Utapata sa kitu ngumu, because now we'll have to react back. But we need to understand that we are mutual beings in a mutual relationship. So then that means we are supposed to converse, we're supposed to talk. If clearly and honestly you feel like these things I can't do, then let's find ways or tools to help you or help the other person to lessen the job. Yeah? Siku hizi kuna sijui washing machine, kuna dishwashers, kuna sijui like all those other things. Kuna mamafua. So if you think literally like a man, I cannot reduce myself to doing this job, then find your wife or your partner tools. So we are talking about people who are looking towards getting married. So find your wife tools to ensure that they will not be lacking, or rather they will not feel burdened in the process. But I think it's important for us as modern Christian people, singles, to just get that mentality in our head. Victor amesema vizuri, I cook for myself, I wash my dishes. Na hakuna saa yenye mtu anaingia kwa nyumba ya mtu single anapata hiyo nyumba ikiwa chafu kama ni mwanaume. It's very clean. So when you get to your home, just translate that. You are not reducing yourself to anything. Sindio? Sindio? Yes. So we are, I think, so far so good. We are loving whatever that is happening. I know many of us are arguing. Many of us right now are arguing at the end of the screen. You are not serious. That should not happen. I cannot do that with my wife. I cannot do that with my girlfriend. Kwanza girlfriend yangu anafaa kunipikia. Nafaa kujua kama anaweza pika ndio nimuoe. We see you. We see you. May God forgive you. Yes. But thank you so much for watching. This is day 2 of love, 14 days of love conversations. Keep interacting with us. Share all this content on all your social media platforms. Bring all those people. Kwanza wale wenye huwa wana argue about culture and all these love things. Bring them all, because we have to change the narrative. From me to you and from my guests to you, let's ask them to subscribe. Subscribe.